So a little while ago, President Trump also weighed in on the Olympics and how he felt about the opening ceremony. Needless to say, he's echoing the same sentiments as us. Trump slams opening ceremony of 2024 Paris Olympics, thought it was a disgrace. Critics say a scene parodied Leonardo da Vinci's acclaimed painting, The Last Supper. This is Ashley Cameron of Fox News. Former President Trump condemned the opening ceremony of the 2024 Paris Olympics Games amid outrage over a scene that critics say parodied Leonardo da Vinci's acclaimed painting, The Last Supper. I thought that the opening ceremony was a disgrace, actually, Trump told the Ingram Angle on Monday. I thought it was a disgrace. The scene depicted dancers and dancers in drag surrounding a table of what appeared to resemble the last dinner between Jesus and his disciples. The French Bishops' Conference said ceremony included scenes of a mockery and derision of Christianity. House Speaker Mike Johnson also condemned the scene in a post on X, writing, last night's mockery of the Last Supper was shocking and insulting to Christian people around the world who watched the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games. The war on our faith and traditional values knows no bounds today, but we know that the truth and virtue will always prevail, he wrote. Thomas Joly, the director of the opening ceremony, told French TV station BFM TV over the weekend that the Last Supper was not his inspiration for the highly criticized scene. It's not my inspiration, he said. There is a Dionysus of who arrives on this table. He is there because he is the god of celebration in Greek mythology. So he's changing the narrative, of course, Big D. But we all know what they were looking for. At least I do. He's backpedaling here. But obviously all the videos were pulled off the Olympic site and everything. They're not showing that. But, you know, Dr. Jill, the good doctor, came out and she was praising on Friday. And this was after we were on the show.
She loved it.
She thought it was fantastic. What a great statement. Yeah. So it shows you what the kind of crap that's running our country and what's going on. So I'm a little more fired up, I have to admit. This whole Kamala thing, Big D, or Kamala, if you will, has got me fired up. How in God's name can we look at this woman for 3.5 years as an absolute zero, and all of a sudden she's the second coming of Mother Teresa on the left? It's incredible. And I'm sitting here watching this crap, and if these people are going to believe that, we're in terrible trouble, this country. And President Trump is right. We're in deep trouble. We could lose our country forever here. So I'm fearful. So my mouth is now fully open, and I'm going to start barking. I'm tired of this crap.
Okay. All right. Slick. Fine. That's good. Well, we want you to be fired up. So everybody needs to be fired up. Yeah. Because you're absolutely right. I mean, it's just this remake that they're trying to shove down our throat on her is just laughable. And then they try to point to the polls, like Kevin said before. I mean, don't just come on.
It lies. We know the Olympics has long been, for decades, longer than I've been alive, have been a statement, Big D, for politics, right? We remember the fight the power symbols way back in the 68 Olympics, right? Then we remember the great George Foreman with the American flags when he won the gold in 68 in Mexico City. I remember that as a very young child. And a lot of political statements. We had the shootings, right, of the Israeli athletes back in the 72, the Munich Olympics. That was a tragedy. So there's been so many statements made. The statements now to me are like paper tigers, though. A lot of BS, a lot of social media crap. You know, it's not where, thankfully, it's not as violent as it once was years ago. But the point being is the Olympics is a platform every 4 years for tremendous social statements. And really, like McAfee says, just make it about sport. We want to watch these kids. They've broke their shoes their whole life. You look at these young ladies, this gymnastics team, which I, for one, am very proud of. I love those girls, and they mind their P's and Q's, it seems to be to me. And I really enjoy watching them. And these athletes, these boxers, these gymnasts, their whole life, they don't want this politics crap. Some of them will align with it, but most of them don't. So it's just, you know, it's very unnerving for me as a sports enthusiast. And I believe a lot of folks are. Some of them are in the closet, but they all still have that soft spot for sports. But, you know, the Olympics is just, unfortunately, that platform for politics that you don't want to hear, he doesn't want to hear, and I don't want to hear. And that's exactly why you're like radio zero on that for what you're seeing. So anyway, I'll get off my reverend.
No, you're right. That's good, Slick. You know, very good.
I'm pissed off about the whole way things have gone. You know, it was okay, the statements they made politically years ago, because they made them and they were done. Now it's just this long, drone on thing that goes on every damn event. So anyway, I rest my case.